Alrighty, so welcome to we're going to do day 106 and no, day 107 and day 108 in this one. So day 107 was Friday, the 12th of August, and Marty and I hiked into West Yellowstone, and we did that for a couple of reasons. First, the boxes we sent to Old Faithful Village got grabbed by the Mammoth Hot Springs post office because I think I mentioned in an earlier video, like Old Faithful was closed because the folks who ran it retired. So they meaning the park didn't have anyone in place yet. So we had the Mammoth post office. We asked them to go ahead and forward our boxes to West Yellowstone, and we were able to pick those up yesterday. We hiked about 13 miles, I think, into town, and or to the highway 20, and then we got a ride into town. And that was the second reason for us getting into town, is just to do some laundry, get a shower, eat some town food, and pick up a resupply. So it was a good visit. It was really quick. We went in last night. I think we got in around like 1 yesterday. We took care of all of our stuff, got up this morning, had a nice breakfast, and then got out of town. And I think we got back on trail. The ride took us a while to get. I think we got back on trail around 1:15, if I remember correctly. Highlights from yesterday. It was a pretty straightforward hike yesterday. A lot of it was on a forest road, or a couple of forest roads, I think, and then we were on trail for a bit. And one highlight was we ran into Andy. So in a couple of videos ago, I talked about Wow and Andy were people that I either had ridden, I rode the shuttle with Wow, and I leapfrogged with Andy a couple days down in New Mexico in the Boot Heel. And I ran into them in Grants, New Mexico, and the forest had been closed. So they were going to travel up to Andy's place. He lives about 3 hours away from Glacier National Park. They were going to sit there for a few weeks, and then they were going to do a flip-flop. So they started northbound. They were flipped to a southbound. And a couple of videos ago, again, I mentioned that I ran into Wow, and he's doing well. And I was hoping I'd get to run into Andy as well, and I did. So Marty and I actually ran into Andy yesterday, and we got to talk to him for about 15 minutes. He's doing well. They ended up, they meaning Wow and Andy, ended up being at Andy's house for like 30 days, like 4 weeks, and then jumped back on trail. It's good to see Andy's doing well. He had a heavy pack in New Mexico and was kind of figuring some things out. And he looks like he's, he got a lot of New Mexico finished. Now he's finished Montana. He's into Wyoming, or yesterday he's about to get into Wyoming. So he looks like a true thru hiker now. Not that he didn't before, but I think he seemed a bit more comfortable, and like his pack and his gear and everything looked really great and organized. So it was good to see him doing well again, happy, healthy, and hiking. He got to hike with his son. His son came out and hiked with him for a bit, so that I'm sure that was a good joy for him. So he's headed to Wyoming and Yellowstone, and then if I can get to Canada and everything's going well, and I can jump back down to New Mexico and hike through the forest, there is a chance that I can run into Wow and Andy again. So that'll be neat if that happens. So that was a highlight of day 107. 108 is today. It's the 13th, the Saturday of 13th of August. That's a Saturday. And Marty and I got out of town about midday, got a ride, got hiking around 1:15, and the clouds did not look nice. There was a chance, I think, from 1 to 6 for some thunderstorms to roll through, or showers in areas. I don't think it was supposed to be an entire area, but the clouds we were seeing, it was covering a lot of the area, and what I think happened was there was a storm on one side, like on the south, a storm to the north, and there was a little sliver of kind of a dryish area that was on the edge of both storms. And when Marty and I hiked the first couple hours, I think we slid right through that sliver because we only got like sprinkles. We didn't get rained on. But if you look back at West Yellowstone and look into a valley that has a couple of lakes, they were getting massive rain, and there was thunder and lightning, and we kind of just slipped through. And so that first storm, I think, let us escape. The second storm didn't. And so you can see I'm in my rain jacket. It's a dark gray, meaning it's wet. My hair's wet. And Marty and I finished we had a 2000-ish, I think it was like 2,400 foot ascent. We got that finished as the second storm came in and started descending. And we were aiming to get at least 9 miles because that's where a water source was and there's camping. And we got hit with the rain. That second storm, it hit us. So we hiked through the rain for, I think, about 3 miles. So about an hour rain. And Marty, he was a little bit ahead. He found a good camp spot next to the water. So he flagged me down and said, you know, hey, over here. And so we set up our tents, and there's a pause in the rain. I would look behind me here because there's blue skies and sunshine to the north. The sky is definitely brightened above me, but above me is still clouds. So I don't know if it's going to rain some more this evening or if this is going to blow out, or what the weather's going to do. I think there's a chance of rain. I think Marty said there's a chance of rain till 10 p.m. So who knows? We could get more rain. It is what it is. I mean, that's my CDT is rain. However, if we're going to get rain like this, then hopefully there won't be fires in Montana, and we can get through Idaho and Montana without having to do any sidetracks because of fires. Let's see. West Yellowstone is a very touristy town, and that leads to good food. So Marty and I were kind of reminiscing about, oh man, you know, I would not have minded staying another day and going back and getting more pizza or getting more ice cream or getting more breakfast from the breakfast place, or you know, whatever it is. So when you start getting thoughts like that of town stuff, like, you know, a bed and food, it's kind of an indication of like, oh, you may have been out, you know, a bit too long. You're starting to crave town more than hiking. So I just have to keep myself motivated to like get in town, get my stuff done, and then keep pressing, and make sure I get to see this hike to the end. As of right now, so according to the app that we use, we're at mile marker 1. Are we past 2,000? I think the mile marker is 2,048. Yes, I believe it's around 2,048 is the mile marker for the app we use. Again, I'm a little bit behind that, not by much, but I'm a little bit behind that because of the closure. However, I still have continuous steps from Mexico to this point. I think we crossed from Idaho over to Montana again. We keep going back and forth. So the fact that I'm in like the last state or states, Idaho and Montana, and I still have continuous steps, means I have a really good chance of actually having an authentic through hike where you start from the south terminus, go to the north terminus, have continuous steps, and there's no there's no gaps, there's no jumping around. It's just, you know, straight through. So hopefully I can get that finished, because that would be a fun achievement. I don't think there's anything else. My stuff's wet again, of course it is. Let's see. Oh, yes. I wanted to give a shout out. Thanks to all you folks who send me text messages and just check in and ask me how I'm doing, and like ask for pictures or you know, ask me if there's anything I need. I appreciate those text messages and those check-ins. So, you know, shout out to those folks that, you know, have the ability to offer help or have check-ins with me. So, okay, I think that's it for today. Everyone have a, you will, before you see this video, you'll know, but I was able to get videos posted in the West Yellowstone, so you all get caught up over the next couple days. Yep, so I forgot about that update, so there's that update. Anywhoozy, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that everyone's happy, healthy, and thanks for watching the videos. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully it's a sunny day. Bye.